What if I told you the biggest question in baseball might be answered this weekend? Shohei Ohtani, the $700 million superstar, is stepping back on the mound, not for rehab, not in a bullpen session, but in a real MLB game under the lights. Wearing Dodger blue. He's only pitched 4 times this season, short, controlled appearances. But this weekend, something feels different. This could be the moment everything changes. Is Shohei finally returning as a true two-way force? Or is this just another cautious test in a carefully scripted comeback? Let's break down what we know, what we don't, and what this weekend start could actually mean. Ohtani is officially scheduled to pitch this Saturday, July 12th, against the San Francisco Giants at Oracle Park. First pitch is set for 1:05 p.m. Pacific Time. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts confirmed it earlier this week, and since then, the buzz hasn't stopped. This will be Ohtani's 5th pitching appearance of the 2025 season, but that stat doesn't tell the whole story. So far, he's thrown just 6 innings total. That's because the Dodgers have been using him as a 1-inning opener, giving him minimal exposure while they protect his surgically repaired elbow. But now multiple sources suggest he may go deeper, 2 innings, maybe 3, which would mark his longest outing since returning to the mound. And that's where the suspense kicks in. This isn't just another routine July start. This game could reveal everything: how stable his arm really is, whether his pitch velocity holds up under stress, and how much trust the Dodgers are starting to put back into their $700 million investment. Let's talk performance. In his 4 brief appearances this season, Ohtani has been, no surprise, extremely effective. He's allowed only 4 hits and 1 earned run, walked 1, and struck out 6. His ERA sits at 1.50, even with the short outings. That's elite-level pitching. And remember, this is a guy who's also leading the National League in home runs. Yes, while he's pitching shutout innings, he's also hitting over .310, slugging above .600, and sitting on 31 home runs before the All-Star break. That's not just rare, that's historic. But here's where things get tricky. Every pitch he throws carries more weight than it would for any other player. Why? Because we've already seen this story nearly unravel before. Ohtani tore his UCL once in 2018, underwent Tommy John surgery, recovered, and returned to dominance. Then in 2023, he tore it again. This time, he opted for a modified surgical procedure, not a full second Tommy John, but still serious. The expectation was that he wouldn't pitch at all in 2024 and would only gradually return in 2025. And that's exactly what's happening now, except maybe it's happening faster than expected. Hall of Famer John Smoltz recently weighed in saying, "The Dodgers are managing him like a weapon, slowly, deliberately, but with a long-term vision." And you can see it. They're not letting him go past 30 pitches. They're avoiding high-stress innings, and they've built the rotation to avoid putting pressure on him. But Saturday's start feels different. There's a shift in tone. The team isn't just trying him out anymore. They're starting to lean into what he could become again. So what does this mean for the Dodgers rotation? Let's be honest, the team has been good, but not dominant. Tyler Glasnow has had strong moments, but he's not as consistent as you want from a playoff ace. Yamamoto has battled injuries. The bullpen? It's solid but heavily taxed. If Shohei can reliably give them just 2 or 3 innings a week, that could change the entire dynamic. It allows the Dodgers to be more flexible with their bullpen. It lets them push other starters later into games. It also gives them a huge edge in the postseason, where versatility is everything. Imagine a playoff series where Ohtani opens game 1 with 2 shutout innings, hits cleanup, and then returns in Game 4 for another short start. That's the kind of tactical advantage no other team in baseball has. And it's why even a short outing this Saturday is a huge deal. because it's part of a long-term strategy that could define their October. Let's not forget the global spotlight. Ohtani isn't just a player, he's an icon. Every pitch he throws is watched not just in the US, but in Japan, Korea, across Latin America, and everywhere in between. His comeback isn't just baseball news, it's international sports news. The media attention surrounding this start is massive. Millions will tune in, not just to see whether he gets through 2 innings, but to see whether this is the moment he truly returns. And the fans? They're hopeful, but nervous. Social media is filled with excitement and anxiety. Everyone wants to believe. But no one wants to see the same nightmare happen again. A dominant Shohei silenced by injury. This start won't just be about results on the scoreboard. It's about body language, pitch velocity, recovery signs, and how he looks walking off the mound. That brings us to the big question. What if he does pitch 2 or 3 innings? What if he looks sharp, stays healthy, and walks off with no discomfort? That's when the entire conversation changes. Suddenly, the narrative isn't about managing expectations. It becomes, Ohtani is back, period. MVP buzz would spike, playoff strategy shift, and fans across the world start asking the question they've been dying to ask. Can he be the two-way monster again? On the flip side, if he struggles, even slightly, the Dodgers might hit pause again. They might scale him back, delay his pitching appearances, or wait until 2026 to ramp him up fully. So yes, it's just a couple innings. But in a way, it's the most important couple of innings of the year. So, what happens next? That's the story. That's the drama. And that's why all eyes will be on Oracle Park this Saturday. Let me know what you think. Should Ohtani be eased back slowly, or is now the time to unleash him? How many innings do you think he'll pitch this weekend? Do you believe this is just another test or the beginning of his full return? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every one of them. And if you're as excited as I am to see what happens next, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap that bell icon so you don't miss a single Ohtani update. This weekend might be historic. And whatever happens, we'll be breaking it all down right here, because this isn't just another start. This is Chapter 1 in the next phase of baseball's greatest show.